Hello, and welcome to the Bread Brigade podcast episode 14. My name is Mike, and I'm here with Sam.
Yo, what up, guys? We got a jam-packed episode today. Well, you know what? What's better than jam-packed?
What?
Garlic bread that's garlic-packed.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of garlic, we're going to talk about our first topic. Well,
Sure.
it's not really a first topic, but it's a thing that I thought about, and I've just wanted to say. You ready, Mike?
I guess.
Alright, I want to know your opinion on the biggest, scheme that's been under our noses this whole time.
Biggest scheme?
Yeah, the biggest scheme.
What would that be?
The biggest scheme. It's a pyramid scheme, I can tell you that. The biggest pyramid scheme of it under our noses. This whole time. Do you not know?
You're talking?
Yeah, no, do you not know what I'm talking about?
No. No.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about the biggest scheme of all time.
Okay.
It's a pyramid scheme. Like, I hate pyramid schemes.
Oh,
Do you know what it is now?
I know what a pyramid scheme is, yes.
Okay.
I
So,
don't know what you're
the
referring to
world's biggest
specifically.
pyramid scheme that's been lying under our noses that we need to get behind, we need to abolish this. Right?
Okay.
It's the food pyramid. It's like the biggest scam in history.
Did you say the food pyramid?
The food pyramid. I'm being serious. The food pyramid. Let me try and explain to you, right? It's like the best food is like the food that you can eat the least. You know what I mean? Like the chocolate, your desserts, your like dairy products, like all the good stuff at the top. You can hardly eat it because the pyramid like screws you over.
Uh-huh.
You know, like, when your parents like, oh yeah, try and be a good healthy boy, or try and be a good healthy person to grow up, and, you have to eat these, you have to have like this amount of servings of vegetables, and this amount of serving of beans, and they always say like, oh yeah, like, you can have one serving of chocolate, and one serving, like, bro, that's the biggest scheme.
Huh.
Don't you agree? I know you think this is a joke, but think about this for a sec, right?
Alright, what?
Right, okay, I get it. Like, you don't want to be like, how do you say it? Like, everyone's metabolism rate is different, and like, if you make like different foods, like mix them together, mash them, like each food like can have like a different certain amount of calories when you put it in a dish. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like, yeah, so like if you think about it, right? They usually try and explain like how like the ones at the top of the food have like the most calories intake, and the people don't want you to be overweight, so you have like the least amount of chocolates and the least amount like the sweets, or the least amount of like yummy delicious stuff, desserts, right?
Right.
Well, actual fact, if you got a high metabolism rate and you're pretty fit, you can like pretty much like have more of that. You know what I mean? So this pyramid scheme, it's a pyramid scheme. You know what I mean? 100% a pyramid scheme.
I mean, it's the shape of a pyramid.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. I'm telling you now, we gotta abolish this pyramid scheme.
Well, if it was an actual pyramid scheme.
Dude, ask Jeff Bezos. He knows this. He's the one who made it.
What?
Nah, I'm just messing with you on that one. But for real, like, I don't agree with the okay. It might not be a pyramid scheme, right?
Yeah,
but like, I don't agree with the food pyramid at all.
So you don't like agree with how it's done.
Yeah, and like I don't agree with like the food pie, because like that has like chocolates and stuff outside the pie.
Wait, the food pie?
Yeah, so the food pie is like, it's like the pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But like it's shaped as like like, you know, like, how do you say, a pie, like as in like fractions.
Yes.
Yeah, but like the chocolates and sweets are outside of it.
Oh, so it's not.
So it's like not even part of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Come on, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, everyone's metabolism rate and everyone's like calories intake is different. You know what I mean?
I'm very surprised there's a lot of bread towards the bottom, though.
Exactly.
I don't need that much bread at
Yeah,
all.
see, that's wrong as well. Like, what the hell? Like, like people say, like, if you eat too much bread, like,
Isn't that
it's
full?
too much
That's
carby.
carbo. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not even. So it's even wrong. Like, even on the healthy side.
So
How
then
many
what's
servings does it say to have carbs? How many servings of carbs you can have?
how many servings of carbs?
Yeah, yeah. Does it say
Ah,
on the pyramid?
I mean, depending on which pyramid I look at.
Average, average.
I mean, uh, unless you have one put out that
No,
says it,
no,
now
I
I'm
don't
thinking
have any
quickly.
pulled out. You're my
Carbs,
information
carbs,
guy.
carbs, carbs, carbs. Bread, cereal, rice, pasta, 6 to 11 servings.
6 to
That's all
11
it says.
servings.
That's all it says. Doesn't even say per day, per week. Just as that.
Yeah, I know, but 6 to 11 servings. I want you to think about this for a sec, right?
Right.
Like, you know how, like, we've got, like, some friends that don't even have bread in their diet because they're trying to cut down on carbs.
Yeah.
Yet you tell me that this thing wants, like, 6 to 11 servings?
Yeah. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
mean, here it's
I think
like
it's wrong.
whole grains,
Mm,
sprouted breads. Try for the more. It says 3 to 5 a day.
mm.
So I guess like whole grains are like what? That would also be like pasta, biscuits, and some other
Bro,
stuff.
that's just an up and go. I'll save you the trouble.
Whole grain is an up and go.
Might
I
as
mean,
well
for the
be.
morning, just take an up and go.
Might as well be, fam.
I mean that's not even the most. They want you to take what vegetables and fruits the most.
Yeah, I know vegetable fruit, and I totally agree
But
with that.
that's. I mean,
Right,
you eat that more often.
right, which is true, right?
Yeah.
I don't blame him, right? Like for me, the most important thing is the water. Water is 100% the most important thing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you need it to survive.
Yeah.
That's an actual
Yeah, yeah,
requirement.
exactly. But all the rest, like think about it. You've got vegetarians and vegans probably don't even have like the meat and dairy products. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then you tell me the food pyramid's correct? Come on,
I
fam.
mean,
It's like the biggest scheme.
I'm
It's
looking at various food pyramids and they're like and they have like little differences.
yeah, but fam,
Yeah.
isn't like sweets always at the top?
Basically,
Yeah,
either
it's
sweet or healthy fats. They say.
a healthy,
On what the difference
bruh.
is.
And apple's got healthy fats.
Yeah, but they have apples at like near the bottom.
Exactly. That's I
I
told
don't
you.
know.
The
I
food
think they mean
pyramid.
like oils and whatnot. I think
The
that's what they
food
mean.
pyramid is, I'm telling you now, the biggest scam. Like, forget about all the other pyramid schemes you've heard. Forget about all the other schemes like EA has tried to put under our rug. We've got one that exists right in front of our faces, and we're not doing anything about it.
The food pyramid.
The food pyramid.
I don't understand how this works. It just says servings. It works with some things, but some other things it doesn't really
Fam.
work with.
Sometimes when you read the label, it says how many servings on the back.
Yeah, but like water, 8 servings. How much is that?
Fam, I'm just going off the recommendation that you should drink at least 2 liters per day. 1 to 2, I think.
Yeah. Which you don't really need to drink just water because anything else you drink contains water. So it's like,
I
yeah.
mean, like, yeah, I agree with you. Don't drink mineral water. I don't like it.
Why does this food pyramid have like someone doing yoga to the sides of it? What the heck?
Fam, it's trying to tell you exercise.
I guess. I mean, it says daily exercise, sleep 7 to 9 hours, balanced diet.
Yep. I agree with
Yeah.
that. But what I'm saying is, like, I've got a friend, right? I used to go to university with him, right? Always
Right.
eats like takeaway and like, you know what I mean? Every single
Righto.
time, and then he looks skinny as hell. And like, I looked at his like his food intake, and I was like, what? Like, yeah, but he's like, I've got a high metabolism rate, and like, I was like to him, fam, I'm like thinking in my head, like, bro, like, damn. He said he's unhealthy on the inside. I get that, but like on the outside, it looks fine. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because people like follow the food pyramid, and you should be like not like overweight.
Hmm.
Fam, I don't know.
I mean, to an extent. I mean, you can follow it,
Yeah. So, Mike, I
but
want
you can
your
still
opinion
be
on the food pyramid or the food pie.
it. It has some, I guess.
Like some things are
Some
correct, I guess.
some things are correct, but there's a lot of things that are also not correct either.
Yeah.
I mean, hmm,
So what recommendation? Let's try and make a recommendation.
like of if you should follow it or not, or
No, if you should
what's
follow it,
the
like, what do we think? I think so like just recommendation. I think you should just look. It depends on your situation. If you've got a fast metabolism rate and like you feel like you're draining energy, like if you got a faster metabolism rate, that's you can eat like whatever, just don't like overdo it.
Right.
If you're feeling tired, I guess like have more energy products food and less fats, because fats are like quick energy boosts. Just have like the long sustaining ones.
Yeah.
Do you have any other tips? Um,
Uh um I'm not too sure. I
uh,
guess just stick to a somewhat balanced diet of eating.
yeah,
Don't eat too much of one thing.
exactly.
Uh,
Stay
yeah.
balanced. Stay balanced.
If you stay somewhat balanced, you'd be fine for the most part.
Yeah. See, spoken
Unless
like
you just
a true
eat too
man.
much of everything.
Mike. Follow Mike's advice. Spoken like a true man.
Ah, yes.
Now, Mike,
Yeah.
while we're on this topic
Yeah.
and how I big brained this,
Of course.
while I
Totally
thought of
big
it.
brained it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought big brained it. I want to discuss with you, right?
Right.
Your thoughts on shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts.
I mean,
The magic of shower thoughts.
they come when you're in the shower.
They
Wait,
come
maybe I
when you're in the
shouldn't have
shower.
said it
Yeah,
like that.
basically. Yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. The one way when you enter the shower, you feel like your big brain, and you don't think of these like world ending, world not ending, world saving problem, or not world. Oh my god, world saving
These big brain
ideas.
ideas.
Yeah,
Isn't it
but for
because
instance,
you're
what?
like? Isn't it these ideas come because you're like in a state of relaxation?
Fam, I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was because your brain needs water, and like because the water from the shower was hitting you.
Water.
Nah, but in all serious notes, yeah, I think it is
Big
because you're in
brain.
a serious state of relaxation. But the problem is like I'm in a serious state of relaxation when I go to sleep. Yeah, I don't have these thoughts.
I mean, you're busy dreaming. Oh, on your phone.
Pre-sleep, pre-sleep, like as in when you're getting comfy in bed.
Yeah, you're on Facebook watching. I don't know. Whatever you watch on Facebook.
After that, like when you're about to go to sleep.
I'm usually just focusing on trying to sleep. But if I would have a big thought, it'd probably be like,
Yeah, but it
I
wouldn't
don't
be the
know.
same as shower thoughts.
How would I sleep? It'll be something related to sleep.
Yeah.
Shower thoughts is like, I'm doing a shower. Let me think about something not a shower.
Yeah, but see, the difference is like in the shower, like, don't you have to think, oh, like I'm gonna wash this part of my body. I need extra shampoo. I need this.
I guess.
Yeah, so like,
But it's like,
but you somehow like still manage to think about how to save world hunger.
of course. I mean, you're just like what? For instance, you're just like rinsing yourself. It's like, blop. Oh my god, if I just gave someone food, they wouldn't be hungry. Boom, all hunger saved. Well, not saved, but, finished.
Dude, whenever I
Stop.
used to do like some sort of coding project, whenever I go into the shower, I'd always end up like getting my coding answers in the shower. So I take a quick shower to go back, so I don't forget and code it.
I didn't code it.
Yep. Oh my god.
I don't know, for me, when it's coding, it's like usually, like, that's me in bed.
You in bed.
Just like, because I'd be thinking about it, and that's all I'd be thinking about. Then I remember something, I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then if I do, I'll forget.
Yeah, but like it's not only kidding. I think of like crazy stuff as well. What's your craziest shower thought? Or your last or craziest shower thought? Yeah.
I haven't had any shower thoughts recently, but my
Do you have a
craziest
big
one.
brain in the shower?
I mean, I don't know. I just kind of shower. Just don't really just the kind of, I don't know. I just think about the shower and shower. But it's like, I don't know. What was my last or my craziest? What, probably? Hmm. Actually, I need to think about this.
I'll give you mine then.
Sure. Go ahead, huh?
I shower thought of how I could apply to Google and get in.
To Google and get in. Damn. How did it go?
Well, I mean, I came up with an idea, but it's like that's not feasible. Like
Oh, it's
the
not.
idea, yeah, like as in like there's no way I have the energy and effort to do that.
Well, like, do you remember the idea?
No, that was a shower thought.
No.
I forgot it the next day. But I do remember that I was like, oh, if I do this, maybe I can get into Google.
I think my craziest one was like, is everyone a robot except me? I feel like like at least everyone has to have that thought once in their lives. Like, is everyone a robot except myself? Then you think about it,
Ooh.
and then you just ponder, and then you wonder about like everything that's happened so far in your life.
I mean, we may be
And
robots
then
to the audience. They've never seen us. We might just be AI generated voices.
beep boop, I robot, beep boop.
Ah, yes. It says here, click if you're not a robot. Oh, I guess I'm not clicking
Oh,
it.
click. Oh, it's not working. Oh, I wonder why. No, but that's probably, I guess, my fault.
No, that's a crazy thought. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Speaking about robots and technology, let's talk about
Yes.
another technological company
Ooh,
that yes, it's another one that's did a stupid decision yet again.
of course. Who was it this time?
Nintendo, our big
Ooh,
boys in red.
the big N.
The big M, what? McDonald's.
No, the big N, like
Oh,
Nintendo.
okay, yep, the big N.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah,
So what did
so
they do wrong this time?
what did Nintendo do this time? Yes, so Nintendo are stopping their support for the eShop on Wii U and 3DS, not Switch. Don't worry, guys, not Switch.
Okay, so you can't play your eShop games on your 3DS. Well, you cannot buy. I guess you
No,
can't
you cannot
buy.
buy.
You can't
Like,
buy.
apparently, if you delete, you can still re-download the game. You just can't buy, and
Buy, yeah,
yeah,
for the Wii U and the 3DS.
yes. So does that mean the Wii's still available?
Probably not.
Okay. Yeah. I
Probably
got
been
hype.
gone for a while, then. I'm
Okay.
assuming. And then what? Like, I mean, people still use their 3DSs,
Yeah. So look, the problem isn't that, like, right?
right?
My problem is like,
What game preservation?
well, game preservation is one of them, but like, you're gonna see like the scalper market come back.
Ah, with like what all the
So look. As in, like,
physical games.
like, yeah, they're gonna go purchase out all the physical games.
I mean, I guess. I mean, they're just on eBay. It's gonna go up, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like as in, like, those stupid places like such as CX here in Australia and other places, right?
Yeah,
The scalpers are just gonna buy them out for like the $2 they worth, and then resell them at hundreds of thousands of dollars.
of course.
See, that's like the one thing, and then like Nintendo does not like pirating and emulating.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
Even though they
well,
want us to do it,
well, like, what is this? Clearly tells us,
they do
hey
it.
man, just do it. Because then there was a statement that said, "Oh, we're not going to like, we don't have plans to return content, like, you know what I mean, games."
Like they're not gonna bring it to the Switch.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so like, what's the point?
Yeah, maybe no, who knows? Maybe the Nintendo 4DS.
Nintendo 4D. Ooh, that's a big brain idea right there.
Maybe.
Maybe. But like, I don't know. I guess most of the Wii U games have been shifted already for like their like kind of established games. I don't know about the like other.
I mean, if you look
You
at my
know,
videos, there's some videos that say like games you should definitely pick up now before. Like, I've seen videos post like that. So there are still
hmm.
games that have not been transferred.
Oh, I mean, wait, is the eShop still available and they're just planning to close on a certain date, or
Well, they haven't closed it.
no, they haven't yet.
No,
Okay,
no, they haven't yet. So they're doing it like to the point where the first step is they're gonna disable you adding funds to your account.
okay,
So that means like there's gonna be a date. I don't know what the date was, but you just can't add funds to your account. So whatever funds you have in your account is the amount of funds you can spend on games.
okay.
And then they're gonna cut it off on afterwards. I don't know.
Damn.
I think that's like a few, like maybe 4 or 5 months afterwards, I believe.
Oh, so you got? I guess you got time.
No, I think it's like till 2023,
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken.
all right. I mean, not not terrible.
Yeah, it's a shitty situation. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, you can't
Like,
do much.
but like it's Nintendo. Like, you're supposed to game preserve,
Yeah, I mean, every company's supposed to do that, and they're
right?
just sucking at it.
But don't forget. I want you to don't forget this as well, right?
Yeah.
There are some online only games you can get
Yes.
that you can't buy in physical.
Yeah, like some of the virtual like games from like because I know some like on the 3DS some of the Game Boy games were like ported over and they're only virtual, so you can't get those. I'm not sure about the Wii U though. In
Yes.
like in like I'm not sure if the Wii U has like has any specific games that it can't just like you can't just get. I'm not too sure.
No, neither. I haven't done too much searching, but just based off what I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still like again a stupid company. Like, okay, Nintendo's not as stupid as like EA, but again, it's a company doing another stupid decision.
Yeah.
Fam, like how many times have we reported on companies doing stupid decision?
Mm. Yeah, and they still do. I mean, you just gotta have to, I guess, push them back or like push back. You know what I mean?
I mean,
But
Nintendo's
I mean, at
very
this rate,
shady, fam.
they're
Very
just giving
shady.
you they're literally giving you the ticket. Here, emulate our games. Just do
No,
it.
no, remember, like, very shady. They were like, oh, yeah, we're gonna, you can't purchase, like, Mario All Stars at a certain date, I think it was.
Yeah, so
It's like,
everyone just
bruh,
like
that's another stupid ass decision. It's like,
um,
bruh.
I brought up I know all the dates now for the like regarding the funding and like how long it is to you can't like take out funds.
Alright, yep,
Yeah.
yep. Go ahead, you can
So
tell
like
the
May
audience.
May 23, 2022, no longer be possible to add funds using a credit card
Mm-hmm,
on the 3DS and Wii U eShop account.
yep.
August 29th of 2022 will be no longer be possible to use an eShop card to add funds. However, it will still be possible to redeem download codes. And then late March of next year, it will no longer be possible to make purchases, download demos or themes, redeem a download code, or add funds. So by March of next year, it'll be over basically.
Alright, guys, you heard it here.
So it be available, you just can't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is quite unfortunate. I mean the 3DS is a great console. Can't speak much for the Wii U, but but they probably have they have really good games on it, and it is sad to see them close it down eventually. Their shop like the eShops for them. Hopefully they port them over because you can make more money Nintendo by doing that.
Yeah, remember that
But
meme I showed you where it's like, you can, like,
like
the one where it's like, we're trying to give you money, but, like, you guys are, like, saying no. And it's like, you
oh yeah
guys
yeah
really don't want us to pirate it, but there's no other way to do it. So it's
yeah
like, alright, but don't pirate our games. Like, what? Like,
yeah Nintendo gets really
Nintendo,
kind of
Nintendo.
yeah Nintendo really gets if you mention emulation they go oh no and then we
Yeah,
don't do that I mean
Nintendo, Nintendo.
some of the newer games are just emulations. So I don't know. Like it's just like what the 3D All Stars. They were just like
It's a port.
worse version of the emulator ones.
Mm-hmm.
Same with like I think like the recent Zelda one.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's like you can't do much. Just gotta complain, and
Yeah.
Nintendo will just ignore
Yep,
us.
yep. Fam, gamers are all they're doing is just complaining. Whether it be Nintendo, EA, DICE,
Yeah, because they're dumb.
Sony, and other companies.
Look, when someone does something good, you go yay. When someone does something bad,
Yeah,
you
but
say
like the
boo. You
bad
complain.
happens more than the good. Like,
Yeah, because the companies are dumb most of the time.
fam, I cannot wait for the Garlic Bread Brigade to start their own gaming company.
Of course, of course, of course. Totally, totally.
Yeah.
Next 2 seconds we'll start it.
Okay.
All right.
Speaking of a company that failed badly last year,
Yep.
has an update to their game. So we're gonna discuss Cyberpunk 2040. I'm at 2077. Yep.
Yeah. And the new patch, eh?
Yeah, the new patch. It's a stepping in the right direction.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I still feel like this is like
Bit
there's
late.
so many more patches need to come out to make it more playable.
Yeah,
So many
it
more.
does.
And this feels like when I saw it, because we are like gamers. We don't buy like broken games. We didn't buy Cyberpunk.
Yeah, we didn't buy it.
Mike was high on Cyberpunk. Mike was really high on it.
I mean, the trailers make it look cool,
I mean, it did, yeah. And then, like, you'd
and
believe
then
their
the game
statement,
came out.
and you believe their statement.
What's
Like, yeah,
that?
we're gonna make it till it's ready. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that was like what, years ago.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. You think like, oh yeah, they made The Witcher. It's gonna be a great game. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Should
Keanu
be.
Reeves, Keanu Reeves is sexy. Yes, Keanu Reeves. You know what I
Look,
mean? And then Keanu Reeves and
as soon as they delayed it, I already had my doubts, and then they delayed it again. I'm like, oh no.
yeah, but at that time, like no one knew it was gonna be bad. Like we all
Bad,
knew
yeah,
that was like pandemic. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like every game was pretty much getting delayed, but we didn't know it was that bad.
right.
Yeah, but then when you
Then
see
it came out.
Keanu Reeves and everything, you're like hype, and yeah. But anyway, back to what we're saying. For me, this looks like the patch that would have been like, all right, guys, he's like an open beta build or pre-beta build. Like when I see the patch implemented.
Oh, so like like before the game comes out, oh, this is how it looks like currently. This is what we
Yeah,
have.
this would have been like a
Yeah,
pre-beta build. Like, cause people are like, I was like listening to like some people talk, and some people thought like that, like if we had like a timeline, right,
yeah,
of like the game, and like if they let people play, like the original game on the launch would have been like a pre-alpha,
yeah.
and
This
then
would
like the
be
next one would have been alpha, and this is like a beta to pre-beta to beta. Like that's how it feels. You know what I mean?
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
we're not talking beta. It's not beta where it's like we're not talking about beta levels where like the beta is actually like another company's beta.
oh,
2042. Where like they're like, "Yeah, it's a 3 month old beta, it's a 3 month old beta. Like these things have been ironed out. It's actually not a 3 month old beta. It was like the game.
basically.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
like
except the seizures, but other than that was the game.
yeah, but like and like other characters locked in all that stuff. But what I'm saying is like this would have been like a beta, right?
Right.
For me, pre-beta to beta feel, right?
Yeah.
Just before a game, like I'd say like a few months before a game releases, right?
Right.
And like that wouldn't even be like the state that the game is in when they're working on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
And the state the game would be in would be a
Be a
bit
bit
further
further on.
along. That would, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like I'm like I said. It's like I wouldn't say it's like you know what I mean, a battlefield situation. You know what I mean?
No. What? What it
Like
should
yeah,
have not been.
yeah. I mean like yeah. But anyway, like again, this was worse. Like worse was just as bad as Battlefield. But anyway, let's. Some of the changes were pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
I
happy
mean,
with like yeah. Again, a step in the right direction.
what, AI actually reacts like they should.
Yeah, AI reacts as they should.
Like when you put
Cars,
it
like
on.
after you block them and then you move out of the way, they act like they should. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh,
I guess like
Water acts like it should when you shoot it.
yeah. Was it NPCs now are like more frequent. Driving cars seems more polished to drive a car.
Mhm.
Like it's they like they I they kind of like adjusted like how it works in a way.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
So that's
braking
and
and
like I
whatnot.
said, we said like things have definitely been like on the up, right?
Yeah.
But still needs a long way to go until it's like
Yeah.
what people expected. You know what I mean?
We need that police update, you know what I mean? We need them to stop just spawning out of nowhere. It's like, oop, we're behind you now. Shoot.
Look,
I mean, it's a bit better now.
I reckon that like if they're gonna like they're gonna do like a No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but I mean, they're doing it much slower. That's the problem.
Obviously, it's a bigger game. Like that's the problem.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
bigger
but I
game
mean,
with
like,
more bugs. So it's like I'm like okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. No Man's Sky didn't have that many bugs, right? Or was it buggy? I don't remember.
it was buggy, very buggy.
Yeah, but like was it as like buggy as like this game?
Yes, but even worse.
Okay, even worse. Okay, no,
This
then
game
yeah,
was
exactly. Yeah,
Look,
then it's
at
probably
the
have to
time
be the
of
same. I
when
don't
it
remember.
when it came out, this like No Man's Skies, and like when Fallout 76 came out, it was
Right.
compared to No Man's Sky, so that's how bad it was.
Yeah. Okay. Got
Yeah,
you.
so there's your like kind of thing, but it's like No Man's Sky, like after like what 3 years they turned around.
Yeah, but like
Already it's 1 year, and this is like their first patch.
no, they've had multiple patches to make it try and stable. It's a 1.5 patch.
Yeah, but like this is their first big patch.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
I agree. But like, what I'm saying is like the difference is like in the No Man's Sky's turnaround, right?
Right.
Not only did they fix it, they also like added new content and stuff, right?
Yes,
I
they have.
believe. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get to the point where like in 3 years, Cyberpunk will I probably say it will take 3 years maybe to fix it, but I don't think we'll see any additional content
Probably not. No.
because it's a bigger game, right?
To an
A
extent,
way
yeah. I
bigger
guess so.
game, a way bigger game, and graphically it's way bigger, like way more graphically high graphical fidelity, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then like it's like to fix it, right?
Right.
You need to get it back to like the players' expectations, right?
Right.
Which like all of us set like pretty much to the moon, like the limit to the moon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like everything
So like
works.
yeah, so that
There's a
means
lot of
like
content, branching story paths,
yeah, we got
all
none of
that.
that, bro. None of
Yeah,
that.
basically.
So what I'm saying is gonna take. I think it's gonna take more than 3 years to fix this.
I mean, if they're committed to doing it, I mean, good for them. It's just gonna take time.
It's not about just being committed to what else is there. At the time, at like, when I say at the time, at the pretty much the future release or like the future creation of this game, right?
Like, if you want to change some stuff, you need to change some of its RPG mechanics. You need to change like
Yeah. But what
perhaps
I'm
some of
saying,
like
yeah,
the
I get
environments
you.
and
I get
whatnot.
you have to
Yeah.
change a lot of the things, right? That's not what I meant, right? What I'm trying to get at is that at the time when the game is fixed, right?
Yes.
Will it be competitive into the market that we expect it to be?
Ah.
Just say the probably by the time it finishes, right?
Okay. By the time it finishes, what year would it be? It'd be let's give it 3 years.
Okay.
Currently 2022. It'd be 2025.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. 2025.
So we're
Okay.
currently living in the BO2, life. We are, So basically, games would be like way more advanced, theoretically.
Damn,
They'd probably look better graphically and be bigger.
don't think about this. Think about this way, right?
What?
In the year 2025, right?
Yeah.
Do we expect the following games to release?
What?
Another God of War game. So
Perhaps.
after one that comes out next year, after one comes out not next year, this year, another God of War game. Will we see what we saying?
As I said, that could happen.
Yep. GTA 6 released.
Well, I mean, we could actually, I can see that releasing even earlier. So yes, yeah, it'll be out. Yep.
Skyrim or Elder Scrolls, I believe. Which one was it?
It may be out by then.
Okay.
I'm not confident of that one though.
Right. I don't know any other future titles, but let's just say those ones, right?
Yes.
Okay. You'd think like that. I don't think you'd see a resurgence in this game. I just don't think you'll see it. Right?
If there is a resurgence, it wouldn't be too big for one.
Yeah,
And
but
for two, there'll be more competitors in the
right,
scene.
right. That's what I'm saying. Because
Yeah.
like you think like Cyberpunk's pretty much very similar to GTA.
Yeah, to an extent, yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's like very similar. It's very similar. I'm not saying like the world. I'm just saying very similar. And the GTA 6 is a polished and more better version of GTA 5. I just don't see anyone come back to Cyberpunk if GTA 6 is a huge success.
If it is, I mean, the only kind of reason I have people coming back would be for that, like, kind of for that thing, cyberpunk, for that kind of genre.
Right. But what I'm saying is like, if your players like want like pretty much, I feel like the players who would like Cyberpunk were the players that would like GTA 5, basically.
Yeah.
And all the other games I listed are just like better titles, like it just come. You know what I mean?
Oh, we hope they'd be better.
No, like as in like God of War's always been good, so like there is no.
Yeah.
And then like what like the Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be.
That's
good.
like that's got a huge following. I don't see any of the fan base. This is probably the new era of Activision. So we will probably see games such as Overwatch 2. We will probably see the new Call of Duty. We will probably see the new Fallout. if under correct management, these are all great games.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't see it coming back.
Yeah, and then it's going to be, look, 3 years from now, there's going to be more companies and making more games.
Mm.
It's going to just be a more,
Yeah,
I
but
guess,
like things are
yeah,
the things that we can just assume, right?
just
These are the
assume,
things
yeah.
I'm just like saying that like we can assume. You know what I mean?
It'd be kind of like No Man's Sky. It would have like a small, not say small. It would have a sizable player base that'll constantly play it to an extent,
Yeah.
but it won't have there wouldn't be it wouldn't be just like breaking records or anything.
No.
No, yeah,
No.
yeah, but that's I mean, that's if they do it right. If they
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
then yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, hopefully,
Yeah, and hopefully,
people
like,
bought the
look,
game.
yeah,
People,
yeah.
wanted the Cyberpunk kind of feel.
I want games to come out successful.
Yeah,
I want games to come out successful. You know?
right. That's more so now. It's just like push it out, and then we'll throw like a
Yeah.
patch.
Speaking of highly anticipated and highly critical game, um, Horizon Forbidden West.
Yes, that has came out recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
We haven't played it.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean, well, I had a high school and
Yeah, it's got
most
a high
critics,
school on
right?
pretty much every website you look at. Everyone, probably all these people reviews. You could probably watch their reviews over us. We haven't played it, but we're just going off what we see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like a good, nice title. I
Yep.
mean,
Mhm.
if you like the original, you're gonna like this one.
Yep.
It probably expands on what they had story wise, and then they, probably a bigger map, more to do,
Yeah.
more new challenges
Yep.
and whatnot.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree with everything you just said.
need to play more of Horizon Zero Dawn to be honest. But I mean, like
Yeah, so do I.
Forbidden West is probably based on the little time I spent on Zero Dawn, it's probably good. Minimum,
Mm.
Its minimum is it's probably good and it's probably great.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the game. I don't
Yeah.
know.
We're just going with what we see.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
say it's good.
It's good.
I
It's
guess.
good. Yeah.
Can't really say otherwise.
Yep. The only probably poor side was PlayStation's mishandling
Oh
of
yeah,
like
that.
$10 American. I don't know how much it is in other
American.
countries. I just used to don't know how much in other
Yeah,
places. Yeah, because
what, for
like
the upgrade.
the PS4 costs $10 left. Yet you can get a free upgrade. We get the PS5. Who knows?
Mate, it's not at least it's not gonna happen again because that's the last free upgrade game.
I know, but like, what? Come on, it's the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And like,
it shouldn't.
like,
This shouldn't be a thing, to be honest.
it's not that. It's like, okay, I get it. It costs more because you're making a higher whatever, right?
Yeah,
I get that, right? But come on, like, as in like this like trick, like as in like let's say like parents or whatever, like parents or young kids or like I wouldn't say young, like teenagers and whatever. They don't see it. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna pay the extra $10. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like,
It's like, yeah.
in my opinion, it should be just the exact same price.
I mean, it should be if you're gonna
Yes.
if you're gonna do it like, yeah, as in like, yeah, we get it. It's like a free upgrade, but come on, man, like the pay, why is it then $10 extra? Why couldn't it be like it's either you could have done it one of two ways, right?
Right.
The one way was that like you make it $70 American, or
Yeah.
you make it $60 American.
Yeah, basically.
It's just one or the other. Like it could have just done like that. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, to upgrade it, it's cheap, but still, it shouldn't be a thing. It should just be for free.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
And like I totally understand, like, and like, you know what I mean? Look, bro, the one thing I tell you is like, thank God we live in a world where we don't have to repurchase games.
Oh yeah, that'd be fine.
Like you don't understand, like, if
Yeah, at
you have
least
to
you know.
repurchase games, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was an L for Sony.
Yeah, so like again, it's
Like-
well, it is what it is. But the difference is, I can tell you this, right?
Right.
I think people are like, it's not like that big of a deal because like the $10 extra,
Yeah.
right? Okay, well, if we purchase Forbidden West, right?
Right.
knowing us, and we live in Australia, we're like blessed with so many stores that you can go and like if you go to JB Hi-Fi, like you could probably find on sale. Big W will
Probably.
probably have it on sale. Target will probably have it on sale. Well, not really sale. That's a standard price. Will probably be cheaper
Yes.
than like the amount that you pretty much get it on the store. So like there is no point.
Yeah, there is no.
But what I mean is like the difference is right. And that, like, why I don't mind this, like, I don't find it like a. Well, I still do find a big deal, but like, why I don't like it's not that bad. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, like, why, like, no many complaints or whatever. It's that because, like, Forbidden West is just an amazing game.
Yeah, it is. It's a really great game.
This
Maybe
is
some more.
different to like the Madden, FIFA, NBA, the all these different titles where like the game is legit like the same game from the previous year, and then you ask us to pay extra money for like an upgrade.
Basically, I mean, give us $60, man. Well, technically 70 now.
Yeah, but basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but like you sit there and you're like, you're paying extra for the same game that you bought last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not what, like you know what? That's why I'm saying that's stupid,
I mean,
right?
it is.
Whereas this one, okay, you pay like $70, but like it's an amazing experience. Okay, it's worth the like $10 extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like the FIFA, it's like, no, I'm not gonna pay like 10 extra. Are you serious?
True. I mean, that's just EA being EA.
EA being EA.
Speaking of that.
Fam. Speaking of EA, you're on roll with these. Speaking of EA. Yeah, so EA had the
did
town hall
something
meeting.
smart.
EA had a town hall meeting. Yeah, so
Yep.
like if you guys just don't know, if you're part of a business, town hall meeting is when because I've attended a town hall meeting before. It's when like
Okay.
your whole company. What? Sorry.
Is that okay? Yeah. I
I
didn't know
thought
what it was.
you didn't know I attended a town hall.
No, I didn't know what a town hall meeting is.
Oh, so town hall meetings where everyone in the company pretty much gets together and they just discuss like the overall like pretty much like it's either that quarter or like that part of like the accomplishments and all this stuff and like how much money or how much losses or areas we can improve and all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Basically. Yeah,
Sure.
and it's like everyone can like join and like ask questions or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's how I did my town hall when I went to it when I was when did I do the town hall? It was like a few months ago. Maybe in my so somewhere last year I did my town hall.
Alright,
I
sure.
attended. Yeah, I think it was
So
like
it's
the
just
end of the
all
year
about
town
the
hall. It was
financial
yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Okay.
Basically, yeah. So and then discuss other stuff. I don't know how different companies do town halls, but yeah, that's how I'm
Probably
just giving.
similar. Though.
Sorry, yeah,
It's
probably
probably
still.
something similar. Yeah.
Yeah, and but like because like it also depends on like if the store is if like not a thing. It's like it depends like what type of company you are. If you're like a product selling, it's totally different than like a business like
Service.
a continuous
Yeah.
service. Yep. Okay. Yep. So their town hall they had that and they admitted it finally
Oh my god.
that Battlefield was a failure.
Yep. That's a dub for us.
And
Then they turned off their brains.
they stated a few stupid things. Do you know all of them off the top, or are you gonna get an article or something? Do you have like all of them?
I don't have all of them on top of my head. You know, I'll just quickly search
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So like, okay, basically, I think that one of them was like, I'm not, these aren't in order, but basically they were like, we're using the Frostbite engine, which is pretty old, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not really good for this type of game. I think it was.
Yeah, it wasn't good for like a shooter.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then the second one was the pandemic. I understand this one, the pandemic hit, yeah. And then like I
Yeah.
get it because okay, I see so many other people talking about how like yeah, the pandemic. I was like, oh, it's not a big deal, right?
Right.
I see a lot of YouTubers talk about like, okay, yeah, the pandemic is a huge deal because at the start, like you're not going to office all that stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I get it. All your projects are pretty much on the cloud already. Pretty much. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? Yeah, because
Yeah.
like obviously you're gonna make games, you're gonna store them on the cloud. The difference is that you got to change like all everything to be working from home, right?
Yeah.
Now, some people do not have the infrastructure at home to be able to code whatever. Because sometimes some people have like all their computers and stuff at the actual company facility. So you're bringing computers into other people's homes and all that stuff. You know what I mean? They're probably bringing, and like the company's sending over laptops, computers, whatever the resources they need. So that takes a
Yeah.
bit of time in order to shift. Yeah, some people might have them because they like to like either code or like sound pretty or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it
Inside.
had an effect in development
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Obviously, I'm just
game.
I'm just talking about like I'm just talking about like because I know I'm just talking about how it had an effect, right?
Yeah.
So some people may have because I've been listening to like a few people say yeah it had an effect, but like okay, but like I'm gonna explain. Did no one explain how it had an effect, right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard. Well, I'm gonna just say it just in case. If someone else said it, I'm really sorry if I say I kind of added you out by saying you guys didn't say it. What I mean is like that some people don't have computers at home because like some people just like to when they get home that's it they turn off from work, while other people's like don't mind like coding and like maybe like designing the music or like you know what I mean doing all this stuff at home, you know.
Yeah.
So you're shifting to an home. You got to transform. You know what I mean. The company's got to give them stuff because you can't work on personal stuff. Well, that's how That's how I know how my company does it. You shouldn't be working on your personal stuff. Everything goes to whatever.
Right.
Next is like the complete change of the. It's not really a complete change, but like a change in the communication hierarchy. Well, not really hierarchy. What I'm talking about communication methods.
Yeah.
Well,
Like in
now
the
like
company itself.
if you did not have right a communication chain where like any type of like whether it be some sort of like what would you say like Discord. Well, companies don't really. I don't know many companies use Discord, but like Discord or like
Like what communication
yeah,
hierarchy?
communication like a Google like things that they use.
Like emails or
Not email, like the things that it's Zoom basically,
Zoom,
Zoom
yeah,
and
that
like
like
Microsoft
calls and
Teams.
whatnot,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So you're gonna set that all up, and then like obviously the company needs to create the account, and like they got to purchase access and like all this stuff. You know what I mean? So the
Yeah.
change to that, and just like getting some people used to the new, like you know what I mean?
Yes, getting used
That
to the
has an
yeah.
impact. A right. B the next bit, like people like obviously the first few weeks people are like freaking out, so that has another impact, right?
Right.
See that there are people that could suffer from burnouts from just staying indoors all the time, so that their work ethic decreases. I've had that before, so I know what I'm just going off what I just assume. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
that
yeah.
people can have. That's C. So you have these three factors. Okay, I get you. These okay, transferring and setting up all that stuff. That will just be like the first I say month, but then the rest it's like you know what I mean.
You know, it's just kind of
Look, in Australia, it's only been like what, like a few months since that we can start traveling and stuff.
yeah.
Before that, you were pretty much locked down. You couldn't leave. Like it's caused so much like stress and stuff, you know.
Right, yeah, you couldn't
Yeah,
leave the
but
house to
anyway,
stay and whatnot.
so obviously that did have an impact, right?
Right.
Obviously, the first few months would have been the worst impact, but then like as it got on, the impact would have been less and less, but it still had an impact.
Hmm.
What else is there? There was like another
Okay,
one.
I
Yep.
brought up the
Mhm. Mhm.
an article for it.
Mhm.
So yeah, as you mentioned, it's they did use the Frostbite engine, but what they also mentioned is they actually had to upgrade the engine.
Okay, upgrading the engine.
So
Yep,
that's
makes
they
sense.
also spent a lot
So
of time doing that, so they
upgrading
can
the engine
actually
and then
run the game.
teaching everyone how to use it. Okay, yep, that's fine.
Yeah, and then so they did say the pandemic did like
Yep,
affect
yep,
them. Like
yep.
this is a quote:
Mhm.
"Add up all the new innovation, all the ambition for this project,
Mm.
and then you add a global pandemic halfway into the project, where the game teams had to work from home. We end up with more variables in development than we have ever experienced before."
Mm. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. That's something I
Right.
just pretty much mentioned. Yep.
They had like they had received some like concerns about bugs and whatnot, but they had some positive feedback also from some players they
Okay,
mentioned.
okay, but look. You say that the positive feedback, right?
Yeah,
That's all because like how. So this is called like okay. I'm gonna explain this. It's pretty much like biased, right?
right.
Because like you select the ones you want to hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, you choose the people you want to test, and then you just read what
No, no,
they.
no. So like, it's not just choosing what people you want to test, right? It's
Okay.
like look at this. If I did if I had a survey and I surveyed 100 people, right?
Yeah.
And 50% people said, basically, I'm gonna give you an easy one. 50% of the people said option one. 30% said option two, and like the rest said option three, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So option one or whatever would be the most the best would be the most popular option, right?
Right.
But then I could say, instead of saying option one being the most popular, I can say that I could pretty much twist the words around and say
Like what? Option
people liked
two.
option two and option three. People also liked option two and option three. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Right? But like I don't give percentages away, right?
Right.
But what like so that's what I'm saying. It's biased. You can pretty much like say the word. So what I mean in this statement when it says like people like had good feedback, right?
Right.
I believe that there was way more negative feedback than good feedback,
Yeah.
and they only took the good feedback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So think about this. I want you to think about this. I'll give you
Sure.
another company, right?
Right.
Do you know what company I'm going to give you?
Boy, you gonna give me Cyberpunk?
No,
Oh,
company.
What?
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft. Okay.
Everyone tells them that they hate NFTs, yet they're like, "Oh my god, these people like NFTs." You know what I mean? We're getting feedback
Right.
saying these people. Well, yeah, but like 90% of people say that they hate it, and yet you're saying that like you're following the 10%. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So like you can just
Yeah.
take whatever feedback you want. You know what I mean?
True. You can just say you can skew it to like.
Like not skew it. It's like you grab that percentage you want. Like if your friend says, right,
Yeah.
this food's amazing, right, and your other
Right.
friend said this food's okay, right,
Right.
and then you had like four people say this food's crap, right.
Right.
But then you want like you go with the assumption and you're telling other people like, oh, like well, this food's amazing. From what I've heard, this food's amazing.
Hmm.
You did hear it, but you just didn't get
Yeah.
the majority, right?
Right.
Yeah, but see, okay, you know what I mean. So the difference I'm trying to take is like, companies should take all feedback, good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
And they were also mentioning how it's the Battlefield 2042's bug count ratio
Mm.
was very high.
Yep.
Like they were saying it. So the bug count ratio got to historic levels for a DICE game, and mock reviews prior to launch
Yeah,
were
we
in the
don't
high
need to hear the whole
70s.
review. People can
Yeah.
just read the article. Sorry, audience.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I get
And
you.
then
I get you. I
their
just want to get to this
statement.
one. I want to get to this one.
Yes.
We all knew it was coming.
You want me to read it?
You don't
Or
need to
just
read it. Well, you could just
okay.
state it. EA blamed Halo
Hello.
for the loss of player base, I guess. Pretty much. You know what I mean?
Because they said the game was stable and it was, the critical reception was good, but then Halo came out and they had more polish and better reception. So basically, it made the game look bad.
It's not only making
But it
the
was
game look
bad.
bad. It's pretty much like all your players jumped off this game once they saw Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they saw it. They
lost
saw it
their
was a
player
better
base.
game.
Yeah,
They
but
went through it.
think about it. I can't believe they said that. I love how they state that. Well, then, like,
Yeah.
your answer's right in front of you. Make a better game. Your answer's right in front of you. If you had launched a better game to compete with Halo, you would have not lost all your player base to Halo.
Yeah.
Well,
So dumb.
I can't.
Man, they just straight up blamed another game for it.
Fam,
I mean,
you cannot say. I'll give you. Do you know what? Do you want to know what the best bit is though of this
what?
like comedy?
Well, what's the best bit?
Halo delayed their game for 1 year.
Yeah.
Had Battlefield done the same?
It
Do you see what I
probably
mean?
would have been better.
Yeah, and if Halo did not delay it, it would have been like Battlefield probably. So like,
Basically, yeah.
I want Battlefield to learn from Halo, right?
Right.
They probably like okay. When I say learn from Halo, I don't like. There are so many things you shouldn't take away from Halo. Their multiplayer has got like loads of its own issues, so don't worry about that, right? But what I
Right.
do want you to learn is that Halo probably had a lot of bugs when they had planned to initially release it.
Yes.
They then delayed the game, and now look at them. It's probably the best shooter on the market. Probably the best shooter. It just sucks that like because it's a multiplayer game, it has the free to play like traps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably the best shooter on the market.
Yeah, best multiplayer shooter by far currently. I mean, it's the one that works the most.
I'm hoping like that Battlefield learns from that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
hopefully
not just
EA
Battlefield.
also learns
I
and
hope like
dies.
many companies learn. Do you want? Let me explain to you guys, right? I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna explain to you guys, right? When you after you release a game, and if the game is crap, right? Pure crap.
Yeah,
You're gonna spend probably the next however months fixing it,
of course.
right? Which
Yeah,
I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, well, if you delayed the game, you're going to what happens when you delay games? You're pretty much gonna do the exact same thing. You're pretty much going to fix it. So you're pretty much gonna do the same work, basically.
basically, yeah.
The only difference is if you release the game, you're gonna get a load of bad rep.
Yep.
The whatever it's called, the community manager is gonna be talking. You're putting pressure on the community manager to just keep saying BS because like the community manager never says what he wants to say. He
It's one of the most
says
played.
like he has to have like a carefully worded statement every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else is there? And then like you guys got to run servers.
I mean, it's gonna put also more pressure on staff.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but you also got to
It's
run
gonna,
servers, right?
yeah,
I'm
and it's
just
also gonna delay other content for the game.
yeah, okay, but look, what I'm saying is that the difference here is that I mean, obviously, if you delay a game, it's going to delay content, right?
Yeah,
The difference is that if you delay a game, your community manager will not be under pressure to always be posting on every forums and like getting abused at, basically.
yeah,
You will not be running servers while trying to fix game.
yeah.
Because
So
not
you don't
only
have
are you
added pressure.
look, Battlefield not only is it trying to fix the game now, trying to fix the game and run servers.
Yeah,
You're trying to do two, you know what I mean?
trying to do two jobs at once.
Yeah, but if you had delayed it, you can have all your manpower focused on fixing server, not fixing server, sorry, fixing bugs or whatever. You know what I mean? Polishing the game, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. So like, and the final thing is obviously you have like a tiny strap, like right? Because imagine if it is a great game in like 6 to 8 months, right?
right.
I'm not saying it will be because there's a low chance that that's gonna happen. But in eight, let's say if it was, if imagine if you delayed it, imagine you delayed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
These eight, not only that, like even if after 8 months, not many people are gonna come back. They're gonna be like, oh well, like your tarnished reputation. You know what I mean?
hmm.
And then the
Yeah,
next thing
like
happens is that if you guys release an awesome trailer for the next game, people are gonna be
I
weary,
mean,
whatever. You know what I mean?
everyone's gonna be weary now. Every statement, everything, anything they said, they're gonna be weary. Look, the reason they didn't delay the game was delaying a game is a legacy feature.
Oh my god! But let me tell you something else, right? I'm gonna tell you something else.
Okay.
If you delay a game, right?
Yeah.
The reason, like, I'm gonna tell you this, and it's gonna blow people's minds away. I'm gonna blow the battlefield, not community, blow the battlefield like staff or like the
Dice.
executives.
Yeah.
Okay. If you delay a game, right?
Yeah.
You guys probably don't want to delay a game because you want to make money, right?
Right.
If you delay it, those people who placed pre-orders, you've already taken their money.
Basically, yeah.
You've already taken the people's you've placed pre-order money. It's not that there's no difference. The only difference is that you're not going to make money off sales, but you've already made the money off the pre-orders.
Right.
Because I'm guaranteed, right? Battlefield 2042 did not have zero pre-orders.
You got a lot of
It had
pre-orders,
a
I
lot of
believe.
pre-orders. These guys, and if you waited, right? If you delayed it, right? More people are
Yeah.
going to pre-order. More people are going to pre-order because there's more people going to be like, all right, well, I'm going to pre-order. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I get it. You guys want to release. Sorry, I do get it. No, I don't get it. I get it. You guys want to release it in order for you to make money,
Basically,
and
yeah.
I totally understand, right?
Right.
But if you delay it and people are pre-ordering it, see the difference is, if we lived in a world where there's no such thing as pre-ordering games, right?
Right.
Or pre-ordering games pretty much cost the exact same because people pretty much always pre-order the most expensive one.
Yeah.
We're going to get to a point where like you have to release the game in order to make money. I can understand that. Why would you rush, right? If your company's going financially down, I understand why you want to rush. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now, right, not only is your game bad, you're gonna lose the pre-orders money. There's a signature going out, like trying to get people to get their money back.
Yeah, refunds, yeah.
They get refunds basically.
Yeah,
So you
like
pretty
change it
much
all.
like lost money. You didn't make money. You lost money. I've got no word, dude. How many? Okay, I wanna ask you this question. I don't know if you
Yeah.
know the answer. Right?
Yes. Well, what's the question?
How many times have I ranted about EA and DICE on our podcast?
No, probably for more than like half the episodes.
Oh my god.
This right.
I don't want to rant about you guys, but watch you guys tomorrow, after tomorrow, early next week. Who the hell knows? You guys are gonna probably do something stupid again, and you guys are probably gonna do something stupid again. I'm gonna talk about you guys again.
Probably. I mean, I
Hey,
wouldn't
you're
be surprised.
lucky that I talk about you guys once a week. There are people like every mistake you do pretty much has a video on you. I don't know, fam.
Yeah, I don't know. It's over for them.
Oh
Let's be
man.
honest. Gone. Dead in the water.
Okay.
Enough of them.
All right. So, I know we're just probably gonna extend a bit of time to discuss probably the second movie that we watched in our Marvel movie marathon or whatever we're doing, whatever we
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yep. So, Mike and I watched the 2008 The Incredible Hulk.
Yes.
All right. So, how do you want to discuss it?
The goods and the bads, I guess.
Okay, before we go to bed. This is the one with what's his name doing Hulk?
Yes. What's his name?
Norton, right?
Somewhat. Yeah, his name did include Norton. I don't remember 100% what was the name from the top of my head. God damn it.
Norton. Yeah, so this
Was it
one was
Norton?
the one that had like, yeah,
Edward Norton. Yeah,
Edward
it is Edward
Norton.
Norton.
Okay,
Yeah.
pretty much Edward Norton. Okay, so yeah, let's start good and bad.
No. I guess the good.
I like the Hulk design. I didn't think
Yeah.
it was bad. The Hulk's design,
His design's good.
really nice, really nice, really nice.
I think it's the thing that aged least poorly in the film.
Yeah, he's probably at least poorly in the film.
I like the fire scenes. Those were cool.
The fight scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
the
one's
final
Hulk,
fight scene
you
was
know?
really good. The final fight scene, really
Yeah.
good.
Really clean.
Oh yeah, just so you know,
Yeah.
spoilers. If you have not
Oh
seen Hulk.
yeah. Spoiler.
Spoilers.
Hulk's in the movie.
Spoilers. Yeah, okay, now
Yep.
I can say it. Yeah, when he fights Abomination, that fight was really,
Yep.
really good.
Him
Really, really good.
find a funny British man who turned into Abomination. Yeah.
I don't think it was British. I think it was Russian.
No, he was right. He was from Russian, but he was he raised in Britain.
Okay, got you.
So yeah, funny British man.
Okay.
But I mean, okay. What are good things about the movie?
The soundtrack, it was pretty good.
It was alright. The soundtrack, yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
It had some nice scenes, like looking scenes. I guess.
Oh yeah. I thought you
Like,
still talking
you
about
know, like
Celtics.
some of the environments.
Yeah. Those
Yeah,
were
like
good. Those were good. Definitely.
um, what else? I like
Um.
the I don't know, the kind of like I don't know, cause like some of the you know how like area like people like some of like the people I kind of were like you know the guy who was calling him like Gringo at the start, and then like the New
Yeah.
York taxi man, like
Mhm.
they're all hyperbolic character like kind of more like how can I say more kind of a comedic almost like representations of the people living in that country.
So, what do you mean is like the ones the Brazil and like all the different like people there, right?
Yeah, like the Brazil and then also the guy in New York, like the taxi driver. You know, like
He was going to,
there's a
yeah,
word for him.
basically, yep.
There's a word for it, but I can't remember. Like how they express. There's almost like a more like extreme version of themselves, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought that wasn't too. That was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
that was
thought that was
good.
good.
That's why I was a pro.
No. I
Yeah,
know. We're discussing his pro. Yeah. That was good.
yeah.
The
Um,
story was okay. The story's,
it was
I think
alright.
it's like a simple plot, pretty much.
Yeah,
He wanted to cure himself, basically, and he was pretty much like deserted, like pretty much left the country to go somewhere, like where he wouldn't be tracked.
yep.
And then like he pretty much like had nothing on him, like to be tracked.
Like he tried not to be tracked.
Yeah, it's like have you seen, you know the scene from Johnny English where like he just chooses like a watch and doesn't take any of those.
Yeah. So it doesn't
Yeah,
get
like
tracked.
doesn't get tracked. Yeah, it's just basically he's got like because I remember when he took out like all the items he didn't have any of those. You know what I mean?
Right.
Basically,
Um,
and he was sending research to pretty much
Mr. Blue.
Mr. Blue, pretty much, and
Yeah.
as it goes on, he finds Mr. Blue because like they had to meet. He said,
Yeah, New
and
York.
this and like obviously like the people found him and like yep, and
Yeah,
they met, and then like Mr. Blue liked what he saw and he wanted to try and emulate pretty much instead of helping him, and then that's when the guy with the British guy with the super soldier serum
yeah, it
injected
became
himself.
a
Yeah,
abomination.
pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, he tried helping Bruce Banner, but like, I mean, in the end, it technically didn't work.
No, it's not that he tried. Like that wasn't the point. Remember when he was staring at the woman? She said, "Press the
Yeah,
button,
yeah,
press the
yeah.
button."
Afterwards,
He
yeah, but he did
wanted.
help him.
Yeah, but that was only because
Yeah,
the lady who
the
was
love interest.
yeah the love interest pretty
Can't
much
even
like
remember her name.
God. I don't. It was like what Elizabeth Ross.
I think so. Something. Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was as well.
pretty
But
much.
yeah,
Yeah, and then like yeah, her father was trying to kill him, and pretty much,
yeah,
basically, yep.
Mr. Thunderbolt Ross. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yep. So yep. So pretty much very standard. I mean like I wouldn't say like standards bad because it works well in this film.
I guess. I mean, like,
Yeah, it
uh,
works well. Like sometimes standard doesn't work well. Like this is a pretty straightforward. You know what I mean?
I guess. I
Because
mean,
you've like there is no like straight good to bad guy until the end. I wouldn't even say
yeah.
the end was even a straight good to bad. The guy just wanted
There,
the guy just wanted someone to be able to fight him. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
just have a good
There's
fight.
no good,
There's no
no
good to bad
bad
or bad
guys.
here. Because
Yeah,
you
I
can
don't know.
pretty
The
much
story's
if you
kind of basic.
yeah, but like that's why it works so well. Because if you think about it, right, depending on
Yeah,
whose eyes you see it from, you
yeah.
understand everyone's motives, right?
I mean, to an extent, yeah.
Yeah. So if you look at it from Bruce's point, he just wants to be cured, right?
Right.
So you know what I mean? He does what he does. Whereas like we'll say Mr. Blue, right? Because I
Yeah.
don't remember his name.
His name is Samuel Stone. I wrote that down
Oh my
because I didn't
God.
like him. I wrote
Yeah. So like he was like he's a scientist, right?
yeah.
And like whilst science does come first, right?
Right.
When he saw like what he saw, right, it pretty much like overthrew his, you know what I mean? His thoughts, and he's like, all right, I kind of like this, and I want to make it, right?
Right.
Right, where you got like Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Wants to use him as a weapon.
Wants to use him as a weapon, but also like pretty much detain him because of like the what happened with his daughter, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
And his daughter's just
Wants,
looking for love, like you know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, yeah, well the British guy we said, right?
Wants to get power for some reason. Like wants to become strong. I don't know why, but yeah. That's the only character I don't understand, to be honest.
No,
Why he
it
wants.
makes sense because like he likes a good fight. Like you could tell from him,
Yeah.
right? As in, like, he's someone that doesn't back down. Like, obviously, you know what I mean. He comes from like, it's like, not trying to be racist, but like, it's like, you know what I mean. He comes from like a very proud like country. You know what I mean.
I guess.
Like, yeah, because he said it. I think he did say it, like, where he did mention about like being Russian, right? Like,
Yeah,
from like,
he's Russian,
yeah,
raised
but
in
I think
Britain.
he stated it, which was trying to imply, like, you know what I mean. And he was
I
also like
guess.
someone like who wanted to challenge the Hulk and beat him once he got
Yeah,
beaten down, right? You know what I mean. So like
yeah.
he took all the risks. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been good to like show him win a fight at least because he didn't win any fights. I don't know.
No, but like the difference is, instead of winning, it's like once he got super powerful, Bruce, it pretty much like, you know what I mean. Like, was
Right.
pretty much cured, allegedly.
Basically. Yeah.
Allegedly, you know what I mean. So like, you know what I mean. Which obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Um, yeah. So okay. But like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you look at it from a different perspective, right? Because there's no good and bad, right? There's no clear good and bad, right?
Yeah.
And like, pretty much the whole movie, like, it's trying to tell you, look at it from Bruce's perspective, right? It's
Right.
trying to push that narrative, right?
Hmm.
But if you look at it from every other person's perspective, well, except like Elizabeth Ross, because like,
Yeah.
uh, if you look at everyone else's perspective, right,
Right.
you can see where they're coming from. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, basically. And that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that what Thunderbolt Ross does is correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying everyone's perfect, because like in that show, like, it's trying to show like no one's decision is perfect. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
They could have delivered it tiny bit better, but they did it
Obviously,
pretty good.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah. But for what I think it was, I did like how you can go, what's it called, like, with that.
Yeah. That's I guess a good aspect of it.
All right.
Okay. Now I guess the bads
Yeah.
or the cons. I guess I don't know.
What you didn't
Um.
like? What you didn't like? Oh yeah, what you didn't like?
I
I'm
don't.
gonna tell you now. The third act was probably the best act.
That was probably
It
is.
is the best act. Like, as in when he's fighting like Abomination, that's probably the best. There,
Because
hands down.
there's okay. So the start is him like what in Brazil, and then he gets into like the chase. Like he gets
Yeah, but
chased
like
by
I'm saying,
yeah.
like, that is the best bit of the movie, and that's my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
bit. What about you?
He gets
I'm
chased,
asking.
but no, but I'm saying like listen to me. He's getting chased by soldiers,
Mm,
right?
mm,
The middle act's mostly just like kind of like him trying to hide. There is one fight scene, but then the rest of it is kind of him just trying to like lay low.
mm-hmm,
Didn't like that to be honest at all. And then the third act, yeah, it's the best. It has fighting. It's in New York. There's like a lot of destruction and whatnot.
mm.
Something
So
you
that was
like to see
probably
in a
your
Hulk
favorite
movie.
favorite act as well.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
my third's a favorite act. Then
Yeah.
it's probably the first, and then the middle.
Yeah, but like, you can't go without the middle, because like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
not.
you can't. Like, I know you said that you didn't like it at all. You have to have that though.
Yeah.
You cannot not go with that. All right, now let's see what did you not like?
Yeah. I wrote some of these down. I don't like how Hulk was able to travel like 5 countries in one night. I don't find that believable.
Yeah, okay. You say that, right?
Yeah.
But don't forget, like, Hulk. Okay, we do not know how he traveled, right?
No, we don't.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Do not forget, like, Hulk can pretty much jump pretty far.
Yeah, he can, but this is like we're already look the fight the Hulk it's already taking place in at night, and he gets there, he gets to a place before like he turns back into Bruce Banner in the morning, and he traveled 5 countries.
Right, right.
That's kind of like
Basically, right.
jeez.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying, right. One step the Hulk takes is pretty much like 6 or 7 steps a human takes.
Yeah, but like
I know. You don't sound believable, but
no,
like,
yeah,
it's like, obviously, it's like obviously not going to be believable. It's like supposed to be
of
like
course not.
fanny. But I'm saying it can probably like, I'm not saying you cannot do 5 countries, right? But it
Right.
could probably get far. I'm not saying you can't get to 5 countries. That's my statement, right? It could
Hmm.
probably go far, but I get. I agree with you. It's like, you know what I mean. 5 countries a jump. You know what I mean.
Right.
Yep.
I
All right.
also do not like his origin. Like,
The science machine, and he's just got injected or whatever. Is that what you mean by origin? Or no? Well, I'm gonna assume that you mean by origin. Yeah, we probably lost you for a sec. I think our internet's pretty much having a mistake. But yeah, so I'm just gonna explain it. The origin that we have is like, how do I say it? He's a scientist and he discovered like these what is it called? The radiation things, the gamma
Wait,
rays, and
ping has
then like, what?
my
What's up?
ping died for mine
Yeah, no,
for a
I
good
know, I
two
know, I know.
minutes.
I just kept talking about his thing, cause yeah, don't worry.
The, I like it literally for like a good 2 minutes. I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I know. But I was just, I'm just going through. I said that we lost you, but it's all good.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Don't worry about it. We don't worry. We scuffed anyway. It's always
No,
scuffed.
good enough, I
But
guess.
what I
I don't
mean
know.
is like, okay, back to what I was saying about his origin, right? His
Yeah,
origin was that like he discovered, I think, believe it was gamma rays, and like the thing about gamma
ability
rays
to
that
heal
like, yeah,
people. Yeah,
ability to what?
heal
Yeah,
people,
heal
like heal
people.
them
Right.
from injuries. Yeah,
Yeah. But then he wanted to test it on himself because like he trusted it that much.
yeah,
And yeah, I mean like scientists do put themselves like, that's believable. Like I've seen so many scientists that would do it on themselves, right?
right.
Not because like if things go wrong, they did it to themselves. They didn't kill someone. You know what I mean? That's
Mm,
A, right?
right.
B is because like they've got so much faith that they feel like they should do it on themselves. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, like, what did you not like about it? Okay, then he becomes a Hulk and he destroys the whole place. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's not the. It's not that. It's just basically how it led to it.
Led to
It's
being a Hulk.
like
What, like
it's
discovering?
led to it like him. You know how it's like he thinks it's like the gamma rays will help cure diseases, but instead it's just gonna have an adverse effect. I don't feel like I don't feel like he would not think that. If you get what I mean.
If you
Makes
get
sense
what
that
I'm.
he wouldn't, as a scientist who studies this, that it doesn't make sense he wouldn't
Okay,
see
okay, okay. But
the
listen,
bad.
listen, right? Listen, it's not about right. Him seeing the bad. That's not what that's about, right?
Right.
It's more about like if you're a scientist and you believe in it so much, right? That you most of the time like that's I know that you overlook, right, the negatives, right? Just so you can believe, right, that the thing will be true. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Look, I wouldn't have as much of a problem if Thunderbolt Ross did not say they already knew what was going to happen, like him and like some of the other people.
Okay, yeah, but like the difference was
If he
Thunderbolt
didn't say
Ross.
that, it would have been infinitely times better.
Okay, but listen,
Yeah.
right? Thunderbolt Ross probably knew that it would have been a weapon, right?
Yes.
Which he stated that, right?
Right.
Which which tells us his motives. Because if he doesn't tell us this, we don't know his motives. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why they have to
I
stay,
mean,
right?
he says that, but then he like chases out Bruce Banner for what he did.
Dude,
Like I'm just
obviously,
killing
okay.
his.
Yeah, okay, bro. If I'm a father, example, I'm not a father, and like someone nearly killed out my kid, daughter, son, whatever, right?
Right.
You wouldn't you think, right? Just for a second, right? That you'd be in enraged, anger, like you'd have like all these emotions that you can't think straight.
Yeah, but I mean, see, I would agree with you, but they muddle it so much because it's his fault. It's Ross's fault technically, and they muddled it because of what happened. If Ross is like, ah, yes, I think this will actually kill people, then it makes more sense that he'd be angry.
If Ross says that it can kill people,
Like if Ross believed Bruce
yeah,
in the fact that yes, it would kill people, wouldn't turn him into a weapon,
yeah,
but then adverse effect, it turned him into a weapon, and then it attacked his like.
yeah. See, but like he comes the twist,
But
right?
then it still doesn't make sense why he sees potential in the weapon
Right,
in the
right.
end, anyways. It makes
Okay,
it so
okay, okay,
confusing
okay,
to like
okay,
talk about this.
okay. Let me try and tell you why Ross sees potential in the weapon, right?
What?
You saw the ending with Abomination.
Yeah.
How like he could like speak and pretty much control the power.
Yeah.
So the difference is Ross pretty much wants to put in Ross's experiments is not just the gamma experiment, whatever, right?
Yeah.
He
That's what.
works with the super soldier serum as well, right?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that I think he was trying to like combine the two to get to the point where it wasn't like, you know what I mean? He doesn't make Abomination. He gets like the right for, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but
I
it's
could be
not
totally
clear
wrong. I could be
enough.
totally. What? What do you say? Yeah. Okay.
Not clear enough. That's a problem with this movie. Stuff is not. Stuff aren't isn't not clear. It's not
I know.
clear some of the things.
I
Yeah.
do agree with you. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to like say like have a conversation about this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Which I do agree with you because like obviously like the first bit blew away, but like it's also trying to show us from again. If it showed us the start, it would have not been showing it from Bruce's perspective. Do you get what I'm saying?
Kinda. I mean,
Because like at
like
the start, everything was fuzzy because it was like trying to show. Because later on, when Bruce says, "When I got into the monster or whatever," right? Everything
yeah.
becomes like fuzzy, as in like acid's being poured down my brain. You know what I mean?
Right. But I mean, like,
Mm.
it is shown in first person, but there is like a shot of it before. Like, there's a shot like in the past, I guess, of him like on the chair, and then it goes to his perspective. But
Yeah,
like, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, yeah. I get you. I get you.
I don't know. This movie has a lot of weird problems with it.
Well,
And it really models it up.
okay, what's another weird problem?
I mean, this is not a weird problem. I just don't
You don't what?
like the build up of Mr. Blue, and it's someone I don't even know. Like I thought Mr. Blue would be more important, if you know
I
what I
mean,
mean.
Mr. Blue was pretty much like important, right?
Yeah, but it was some rando almost. You know what I mean?
It's I wouldn't say it's some rando. It's probably someone who like really was into the research,
Yeah,
right? But this is not the fault of us, as in like watching the movie.
I mean, none of these is a fault of us
No, no,
watching the
no,
movie.
no. What I mean is like. Sorry, not the movie's fault. That's what I was trying to get at. Why did I say us watching
Oh,
the
it's
movie?
not the movie's fault.
Okay, let me try and explain to you, right? At this point, you're trying to build a universe, right?
Right.
And this is the one of the first ones movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've pretty much you're going the way you introduce characters is like I wouldn't say super specific, especially since like we believe that Mr. Blue ends up dying,
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, he
right?
does
So
die.
yeah,
Yeah.
so like there is no like you know what I mean. So it's like you're introducing a character who like is never gonna show up in any other future film. You know what I mean?
Right, but like,
Wait, like listen to
I
what I'm
mean,
trying to say, right?
if they didn't intend to kill off the character, then sure. But I mean,
Which they
I'm
did.
like, yeah, they did. But I mean, they could have done. What I'm saying is, if they had like an established character from the comics, I feel like it would have worked better, in my opinion. If
Yes,
you
but
kind of get
like,
what I'm
who
saying.
you gonna get from the comics? I don't know who you're gonna get from the comics.
I don't know. Like, is there a? I'm not sure if there's another hero that has some similar type of research. But if there was, they could add. I'm not saying I do know
Okay,
one.
but
But I'm saying
okay.
if there was, they could have like
I
shoehorned
mean,
it.
like the next best place you can go is a university because that's usually where the highest levels of research are done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I think it's fair. You know what I mean? Now, what I mean by like the introduction character, he's not going to show up in future films. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
No, it's not.
That's why I'm saying like we for us when we watch. Okay, this is what I was trying to get before when I was saying watch, right?
Hmm.
When we watch future Marvel films after Hulk, what I mean is right.
Yeah.
And other when they introduce characters and you know that they're going to be in like the mainstay for a long time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or coming from other like we get blessed with like great character introductions, you know what I mean?
Right.
The shitty character introductions we know they're going to die, you know what I mean?
Yeah. True.
Like as in like when they first introduce I don't got an example, but like as a side character and then they end up making a fantastic like you know they end up making a their own, you know what I mean? Do you kind of know what I'm saying?
Wanda.
Their own movie or like something.
Like
Do you get
Wanda.
what?
Wanda.
Yeah, like Wanda.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like her
I
introduction
understand it.
way better. Her introduction way better. Like we're blessed with her, great characters introductions, right? So when we see
Yeah.
a shitty one, right? You know what I mean? It stands out. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean,
Mm.
it's but the problem is like throughout the movie, he's just like messaging him. So it's like, oh, this character's important. This character's
I mean,
important.
he was for the research, but like
Yeah,
other than that,
but then
like there's
5 minutes
nothing.
later was killed off.
Yeah, I
After
mean,
his
like
incident.
other than that, there was no like. Okay, I get it. If there was more than just the research, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't 100% agree with your take, but I also don't disagree with your take either.
Okay. How about
You know,
what are some of the problems you have?
my problems.
Yeah. I mean, I've been talking for the most part about the problems of
Yeah,
this
I know,
movie.
but everything we just created discussions around it, right?
Yeah.
Probably maybe I'm gonna be honest with you, right?
Yeah.
Um some of the CG effects, a little bit of the CG effects.
Oh yeah.
Some of the
They're
CG
aged a
effects.
bit.
Yeah, they're aged a bit, but like yeah, some of the CG effects.
But I mean, most of it is spent on the Hulk, which he looks still good.
Which looks good. I'm not
Yeah.
I don't diss the Hulk. I'm talking about like do you think Abomination looks good?
He looked alright. He didn't look as good as Hulk though.
Yeah, yes. That's I the bit where like I think like he was growing like the skull out of not skull the spine out of his back.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
No, that didn't look good at all.
No.
That didn't look good at all.
Like kind of how like the spine like is like kind of coming out
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, no, that
Yeah.
didn't look
Yeah.
good. Like we're talking about super soldier serum.
Yeah. Like this is yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't
Didn't
look
look
good.
good.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Is there anything else you want to discuss for the film?
Um.
Is there anything else good, bad, like any part of the film you want to discuss?
I found it funny that the like what's his name that like Elizabeth Ross's like previous I guess lover roasted
Oh
Ross.
yeah, he
Yeah.
roasted Ross. Yeah,
Yeah, I found that so
fair
funny.
enough. That's why he like he said that. That's why she doesn't talk about you.
Yeah,
Yeah, fam.
that was
That
like
was
one of
the
the that was like the
roast.
best
That
scene.
was
Yeah,
the roast, fam.
like other than like the epic fight like at the end, that was like the best scene.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
roast, fam.
that was great.
Yep.
Them dissing the purple pants, oof,
Yep.
or the purple shorts, I guess.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Yep.
I don't know. I guess that's kind of it.
Okay. I'm gonna ask thoughts on Elizabeth Ross.
Uh, where's she
Hmm.
at? I don't see her. I don't know. I don't know. She's eh. I really like if I compare her to like you know like compare her to like I guess Iron Man's counterpart, you know, Miss Potter or whatever her name was. Can't remember 100% top of my head, but I liked her better, much better.
I mean, like, I think she played a well a role.
I mean,
I think she played a role.
she played it well. I mean, but there was
A
not too
role.
much to play. It was just her arguing with her dad every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
She played that well.
Yeah, I guess so. And like the fact that she still cared for Bruce and like she did the
Yeah,
thing, and then like they tried to have like to
sex.
rebring not sex, you idiot, to rebring the relationship together.
Yeah, I mean they tried.
That's what I'm saying. They tried. At the end, he ends up leaving.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Final rating.
I don't know. I just like Pepper Potts better on like Iron Man.
Obviously, Pepper Potts way better. Final
Yeah.
rating.
Ah,
We do not see her again anyway. Don't worry.
no, we don't.
Yeah. Final rating.
What would I rate this film?
Oh, did
You know
we
what?
rate
I
Iron
rated.
Man? Did we rate Iron Man? Yeah, I think we
Yeah,
did.
we
Right?
did. We
Okay.
rated. I think I rated it on 8.
I
I
see.
think.
I did too.
Okay, this is clearly not as good as Iron Man. That wasn't clear already. I think this movie's average. I think it's 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, I think it's average. It has some goods, it has some bads, but it's like it's not too bad, and it's not too good. It's kind of in the middle.
Okay, for me,
I find that
okay,
5
for
out of 10.
me, future movies become like so. Okay, okay, so for me, I prefer like the future Hulk that comes out, obviously,
Yeah.
and the future Bruce Banner. There is no joke that like you know what I mean. Huh. For me, it's probably maybe
Yeah.
a 6. I'd say a
Okay.
6. Just because, like I said, this is like a movie that I love the incorporation of the fact that
Perspectives.
yeah, as in like there is no good and no bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and then it doesn't even end with like the standard where like good what's good pretty much kills the villain, right?
Mm.
And then or like defeats the villain and then just like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, we don't even know what happened to Abomination. He just
Right. But
yeah,
then this is also like building up. So this like tells people, yo, like at the end, all we get is like people know that there is something out there. You know what I mean?
right.
That's like the ending. We legit get is like people know that there's something out there.
Yeah, the Hulk was in like Canada or something.
What?
The Hulk stays not Hulk, but Bruce Banner like, was like a Canada at the like last scene.
Right. I mean, like,
Yeah,
yeah, but like, what I mean is like people were recording. Remember the other time, like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah,
we saw like the other two guys. We saw it like it was like a Hulk and like, you know what I mean?
yeah. And then that's how his name.
Mm. But what I mean is like, because it's like the same as Iron Man, right?
Like
The
what?
final, like
You
the
know,
final act of Iron Man, where at the end, like, not him before him saying I am Iron Man, right?
yeah,
Like it's all over the newspapers and stuff, and it's like, who is the Iron Man or whatever? You know what I mean?
right.
Do
But
you
I
get what I'm
guess there was a
saying?
different approach instead of like I guess instead of Bruce Banner like Bruce Banner's kind of like hiding whilst like Iron Man's like yeah I'm Iron Man.
Yeah, but like both of them at the end before like Iron Man introduced, it's like
Yeah,
they're pretty much the ending is like the public knows that there is something out there. That's
yeah,
basically the end. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, kind of. But I
It's
guess that's how they kind of differentiate the films
yeah,
from
but
each other.
it's like I mean like because like the reason why like Iron Man ends with him saying I am Iron Man, right? And now he
Yeah,
could have not said I am Iron Man, right?
no, you didn't have to.
Right, but what I mean is like based on like the fight took place outside his area.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And like or his like company. You know what I mean? So obviously you're going to have to ask, yeah, like pretty much the boss, basically, yeah.
yeah,
What the hell's happened there? You know what I mean?
right,
Oh, did you see that? Yeah.
yeah,
The difference is Hulk runs off after him. There is no one to ask. You know what I mean?
right,
Because if you ask the whatever it's called, the if you ask like Thunderbolt Ross or whatever, right?
right.
These guys cover up their asses, right?
Of course.
I want you to think about this for a sec. They cover up their asses not because, right, like Thunderbolt Ross is just trying to cover up himself, right?
Yeah,
No one's gonna believe the army or like the army general in IRL, like okay, in the movie. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that no one believes army in IRL. That's what I'm trying to get at.
okay,
Because like,
yeah,
if you say that there's nothing in Area 51, and they keep saying that there's nothing in Area 51, you know what I mean?
right.
Well, then show it to the public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess so. I
You know
mean,
what I
yeah,
mean? So like, no one's gonna believe if Ross says, "Oh yes, there's a green Hulk." You know what I mean?
mm,
Oh, green monster. You know what I mean?
right.
Like no one's gonna be like some people might be like, oh yeah, like you know what I mean. Other people are like, oh well, there's probably more to this. While other people are like, oh, it's some bullshit like the UFO. You know what I mean?
I guess. I mean, but it's all over like what you like you said earlier. It's all over the news and whatnot.
Yeah, I know, but what I
Definitely.
meant is like the guy recording it, like at the end, like people saw it. You know, you had to be
Yeah,
there to believe it. You know what I mean? There
I
were no
guess
photos. You know what I mean?
probably won't.
You know, I didn't see anyone with a newspaper saying, what's it called, Hulk's on the loose or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm. Anyway,
I've
eh,
realized this movie had no cameos from like anyone from Shield, which is surprising.
do we count Ross as Shield?
I mean, at the end, I guess he gets part of Shield
Mm.
because he becomes the person who does stuff later on.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yes, we could say that.
I guess so. All right, sure.
Yeah, we could say that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I said, I like that there is no good and no bad. Right.
right.
All right. Yep. I think 6 out of 10.
I say 5 out of 10.
Yep.
It's
Fair enough. Fair
it's a good
enough.
watch, I guess. If you
It's a
want
good
to watch
watch.
it, go ahead.
Definitely better than the previous Hulk
The one 2003 one.
3.
Yeah.
The one that
Um.
looked like a plastic toy, apparently.
Yeah. I think he's very likely
Yeah.
in
So let's announce the next movie is I think Iron Man 2,
Iron
right?
Man 2.
Iron Man
Yes.
2. Um,
So all right, straight to the sequel.
I'm actually looking forward to this one.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. It's as good as the original. Is it better? We'll see. Ooh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right then. Um, any
Like,
final words?
subscribe,
Yeah. Any final words?
hit the bell.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter. We will be posting probably a few links to some websites that we discussed today. And yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I guess stay garlicky.
Sure.
I was gonna say stay cheesy, but like.
That would have been cheesy.
Oh wait, yeah, stay cheesy and put that cheesiness into garlic bread. Yes.
Yes.
Genius.
Totally. Anyways,
Alright.
see yous. Bye.
See yous.